Hello and good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you to my new YouTube channel, Mom Plus Baby. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe. Make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Okay, so the reason I made this channel was to help out expectant moms who are just finding out they're pregnant with a lot of research and information that I found out that you guys need to know. Now, I am currently 7 weeks pregnant. When I found out that I was pregnant, I was actually 4 weeks when we found out I was pregnant, me and my husband, and we couldn't be happier. So, like I said, this is my new YouTube channel. I'm going to be coming on here with a lot of tips, tricks, and just talking to you guys about what I'm going through with this pregnancy and the difference from my last pregnancy. I do have a son. He is 15 years old, and that's him in the picture here. He was actually a couple days old in the picture here. But that is my son. He is now 15 years old. And he's happy to be getting a sibling. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos I post. So we're just going to jump right into it. The title of this video is How to Calculate Your Due Date, okay? So I actually, when I was at the doctor, I found out my expected due date. And I wanted to know how they got that. I wanted to know exactly how they got that I was going to be, you know, when my expected due date is. So I did a lot of research on YouTube, found out this is how you do it. So basically, what you want to do, if you don't, hopefully you remember the first day of your last period, because you're going to need that information. You're going to need to know your expected due date, and I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Okay? So the first thing you need to do is find out the first day of your last period. And for example, we're going to use, mine was June 27, 2022, which is this year. My estimated due date is April 3rd, next year, 2023. Now, what I did was I added a year to the first day of my last period, which is going to be June 27th, 2023. So you take the first day of your last period and you add a year to that. Basically, it would be June 27th, 2023. And then after you do that, you're going to subtract 3 months from June. I subtracted 3 months from the first day of my last period from the year that I added. Okay, so I hope you guys aren't losing. I'm not losing you guys. What you're going to do, you're going to figure out the first day of your last period. Okay, and then you're going to add a year to that. So my first day of my last period was June 27, 2022. And then I added a year, which would make that June 27, 2023. Okay, this is basically what you're doing is adding the year a year to the year that you're gonna, so you can find out when your due date is. So you're gonna give birth. I'm gonna give birth to my boy or girl. We haven't found out the gender yet. In 2023. Okay, so that's why you add a year so you can find out when your due date is. Okay, so because I wanted to find out how they got it. So June 27, 2023, and then I subtracted 3 months from the year that I added, which is going to be, when you subtract 3 months, you do May, April, you get March. Okay, so March 27th, 2023 is the 3 months I subtracted. Okay, that's the third month. Now, when you get to that third month, which my third month was March 27th, okay, and then you add 7 days to that. So March 28th would be the first day. March 29th would be the second day. March 30th would be the third day. March 31st would be the fourth day. April 1st would be the fifth day. April 2nd would be the sixth day. April 3rd would be the seventh day. So that is how I calculated my due date. Okay? Like I said, I'm hoping I'm not losing you guys, but if you want to do further research, I really recommend you go on YouTube, type in how to calculate your due date. Okay? So, that's pretty much how you do it. Okay. You basically find out what the last day of your first day of your last period is, and you add a year to the first day of your last period, which would be next year, which is 2023, and then you subtract 3 months from the whatever the first day of your last period was. You subtract 3 months from that, but you got to add a year to your first day of your last period. So, like I said, mine was June 27th, 2022 of this year. So I would add a year to that exact date. It would be June 27, 2023. And then what you do with that is you subtract 3 months to get to your expected due date. Now, once you get to the third month, you're going to add 7 days. Okay? So I got to March 27th, 2023. Because once you add that year, you're going to get, because the first day of your last period, you add that same date, you just add a year to that same date. And that's how I got, because the first day of my last period was June 27th. So you add a year to that date. Okay? You just add another year. You add a new year, another year. And it's going to be the next year, which is 2023. And then with that year, you're subtracting 3 months from that date. Whatever the date of your first day of your last period was, you subtract 3 months. And then once you get to that third month, you add 7 days, and then you'll figure out how the doctor got your expected due date. Okay? That's how you calculate it. Now, like I said, some babies are born early, like 8 months. That's not a big deal. Like I said, my son is now 15 years old. He was supposed to be born April 31st, 2007. He was born April 14th, 2007, 2 weeks before his due date. Okay, sometimes babies come early, sometimes they come later. It's just an estimate. It's not an actual fact. Okay, so just go off of this, and whenever your water breaks and whenever you give birth to your baby is when your baby comes. Okay, so because a lot of women's water break and they don't actually give birth the day that their water breaks. Okay, I went into labor with my son April 14th, 2007 at 6 a.m. I gave birth to him at 8:03, April 14th, 8:03 p.m. I was in labor for 14 hours. First time moms labor a lot. Their labor can last 2 days. Okay, sometimes more. Okay, but I believe this is my second pregnancy, so I believe that my my labor won't be as long. Okay, so that's basically it. So just wanted to talk to you guys about how to calculate your due date, and that's how you do it. Like I said, if you need more clarification, just go on YouTube, type in how to calculate your due date. That's how I found this information off of YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Stay safe and take care.